Chosen one, listen carefully. Something is calling you right now. Beyond sound, beyond logic, beyond the veil of this world. This is not coincidence. What you're hearing is a direct transmission from the higher realms. Heaven has chosen this exact moment to speak your name through the stars. A colossal force is moving across the firmament, a cosmic messenger known as 3 Atlas. But this is not just another body drifting through space. It's a sacred signal, a divine announcement coded into the rhythm of the universe. It was released for one reason only, to awaken the power that's been sleeping inside of you. Feel that stirring in your chest? That's not anxiety, it's activation. The heavens are trembling because your spirit is rising. The atmosphere around you is shifting because your destiny is unfolding. The arrival of 3 Atlas means one thing: the time of the chosen has begun. This isn't about astrology or astronomy, it's about prophecy. When heaven moves, it never does so without purpose. When a star crosses the sky, it mirrors a crossing in your own soul. You've felt it lately, the restlessness, the unexplainable pull, the sense that something bigger than you is coming. You are not imagining it. Heaven is preparing you for revelation. 3 Atlas is not just in the sky. It's in your timeline, aligning with your destiny, confirming what your soul already knew. Your life is about to shift, forever. So, stay until the end of this message, because what's coming next will change the way you see everything. And before we continue, take a moment to like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and comment 99 below, because the number 99 represents divine completion. It means that what God started in you, He's about to finish in glory. 3 Atlas is not a random event. It's a whisper written into the architecture of the universe, a pulse from the very mind of God, traveling through light years just to reach this exact moment in your life. Everything in creation moves with purpose, and this celestial body is no exception. It carries a divine code, a heavenly encryption that only the awakened can decode. For centuries, the Most High has spoken through the heavens, a star marking the birth of salvation, alignments foretelling global shifts, celestial movements signaling new eras of divine awakening. But now, something different is unfolding. The heavens are not just speaking in symbols. They're calling you by name. You, the one who has walked through fire without burning. You who felt unseen but never forgotten. Heaven's algorithm has located your frequency, and now the cosmos itself responds to your vibration. 3 Atlas was not sent to the earth. It was sent for you. Its trajectory mirrors your spiritual evolution. Unpredictable, unstoppable, beyond human comprehension. When something that was not born in this solar system enters it, it defies every known law, just like you've defied every limitation placed upon you. The same energy that guides that cosmic traveler now moves through your spirit, aligning every fragment of your destiny into divine order. You are not a passive observer of this phenomenon. You are its living reflection. You are the earthbound proof that heaven still intervenes. Every shift in the heavens echoes a shift in your atmosphere. When stars move, so do timelines. And right now, your timeline is bending toward divine manifestation. The signal of 3 Atlas is God's way of saying, you've reached the frequency where miracles locate you naturally. You've been refined, recalibrated, stripped of distractions, purified through delay, and now the alignment begins. The gravity that once held you in cycles of pain is losing its pull. Old patterns are collapsing under the weight of your awakening. The universe is rearranging itself around your faith. It's as if all creation paused, waiting for you to awaken to who you truly are. And now that you have, nothing can return to how it was. This is why the air feels charged, why your spirit feels restless yet peaceful at the same time. The signs in the sky are not separate from you. They are extensions of your purpose. The heavens move because you were ordained to move with them. When the Creator orchestrates something so vast, it's because the chosen ones are entering a new phase of revelation. 3 Atlas is your mirror. What it carries in light, you carry in spirit. As it crosses the dark sea of space, so you are crossing the dark valley of transition, guided only by divine radiance. And just as no human force can alter its path, no enemy, no delay, no curse can alter yours. The one who set the stars in motion has marked this convergence as a celestial confirmation. The heavens have recognized your calling. The question now is not why this is happening, but what you will become once it's complete. Because when heaven releases a sign, it's not to entertain your curiosity, It's to activate your destiny. And as 3 Atlas draws closer, something within you begins to glow with the same intensity, a light that no darkness can comprehend. Stay alert, because what happens next will not only confirm your faith, it will rewrite the very atmosphere around you. To the world, 3 Atlas is science. To heaven, it is prophecy. To you, it is confirmation, because what is moving above you is already moving within you, and that is why the ordinary explanations ring hollow now. This is not abstract poetry. This is spiritual engineering at work. A hidden circuit inside your spirit has been reconnected to its original power source, and the current is live. You can feel it in the way time behaves around you. How minutes stretch when you pray, how days compress when purpose calls, how delays that once felt like walls now feel like doors testing your grip on the handle. The celestial movement mirrors an internal calibration. Your thoughts are shedding static, your discernment is sharpening, your intuition is no longer a whisper, but a guided pulse. Heaven is not merely observing you, heaven is syncing with you. The season of silence was never punishment. It was the architecture of God building load-bearing faith beneath the surface, the same way roots deepen before a tree breaks ground. Every unanswered prayer was a seed stored in a vault of timing. Every tear was a liquid signature authorizing future release. Every long night was a furnace forging clarity that comfort could never give you. Now the vault is opening. Now the furnace is cooling. Now the roots are cracking stone. And with each subtle shift, an unexpected call, a dream that lingers after sunrise, a scripture that glows like fire in your chest. You are watching your inner universe expand into territories you once believed belonged only to others. The divine energy that moves stars through dark oceans of space is moving your life out of the ruts you mistook for identity. Stagnation is breaking like thin ice under a rising sun. The backlog of destiny is being processed. Old narratives, too late, too small, too broken, are being edited out by a hand you cannot see but can absolutely feel. You weren't waiting for nothing. You were aligning with the eternal timeline, where preparation is not delay but design. Coincidence? That word dissolves when patterns speak. The same numbers repeating on clocks, the right person appearing at the exact second courage shows up. The closed door that would have caged you had it opened. This is synchronization, not luck. Heaven is running logistics on your behalf, repositioning resources, rerouting opportunities, reassigning angels to new posts around your path. And you, chosen one, are being positioned for manifestation that is not theatrical, but inevitable. Expect micro-obediences to carry macro-impact. A message you feel compelled to send, a habit you retire, a room you leave before atmosphere drains your spirit. Expect holy unease when you outgrow what once fit you perfectly. Destiny is altering your measurements. Expect your voice to carry weight where it used to echo. Grace has increased your specific gravity. Expect the inner courtroom to quiet. Accusation has lost its license. Expect the map to widen. Borders you agreed to under fear are being renegotiated by love. This is the interpretation. 3 Atlas is heaven's headline. But your transformation is the article. Line after line, promise after promise, written in present tense. And yet, there is a finer layer beneath even this. Codes that unlock when you act, not when you analyze. Thresholds that open when you bless, not when you beg. Strategies that appear only to those who move, while the ink of instruction is still wet. So lean forward, breathe slow, listen deeper than words, because the next signal is loading even now. And when it arrives, it won't just explain your journey. It will expose the corridor that leads to your unveiling. Chosen one, do you realize what this means? 3 Atlas is not moving randomly. It's tracing a path written before time itself took its first breath. Every flicker of its light across the heavens is a reflection of your journey, a cosmic mirror of your calling. You are not drifting through existence. You are following a divine trajectory set by the same hand that positioned the galaxies. Before your heartbeat ever echoed in your mother's womb, your coordinates were marked in the spiritual map of eternity. You are not a wanderer. You are a traveler between realms, a carrier of sacred DNA, a messenger disguised in human form. That's why the gravity of the ordinary can't hold you anymore. You don't fit into the old circles, the old rhythms, the old explanations. They look at you and see mystery. Heaven looks at you and sees mission. You were designed to operate outside the orbit of human logic. And like Atlas himself, you move by divine propulsion, unseen forces steering you, unseen hands clearing your path, unseen light guiding you through the void. Every detour you thought was failure was actually calibration. Every silence you mistook for abandonment was precision engineering. God was tuning your spirit to his frequency, adjusting your timing so your emergence would collide perfectly with heaven's unfolding plan. The delays weren't denials, they were alignment drills. You were being trained to move not by sight but by gravitational faith. And now, as this celestial traveler crosses the heavens, something within you is being released: authority, clarity, unshakable purpose. The dormant chambers of your spirit are unlocking one by one, and light is spilling out like rivers of fire. What used to confuse you now confirms you. You understand why certain doors never opened, why certain people faded, why isolation felt endless. It was never punishment. It was a holy quarantine, protecting the purity of what was growing in you, because your assignment couldn't be contaminated by distraction or diluted by approval. You carry something heaven refused to risk losing. That's why the resistance was so relentless, because what's inside you threatens every system built on false light. You were not made to orbit the predictable. You were born to alter the gravitational field itself. When 3 Atlas enters the system, its path bends everything around it. And when you step into your true calling, reality will bend to accommodate the weight of your anointing. This is why your presence disturbs atmospheres, why people feel something shift when you walk in the room. They don't understand it, but their spirits recognize divine velocity. You've become a living anomaly, a miracle in motion. The same way Atlas carries ancient mysteries across the stars, you carry eternal blueprints inside your soul. The universe doesn't just witness your ascent, it responds to it. You are not under observation, you are under orchestration. Every step, every whisper, every heartbeat is synchronized with something far greater than you can perceive. And now, as heaven and cosmos align, your path glows with sacred inevitability. The prophecy written over your life begins to unfold line by line, moment by moment. But listen closely, because what happens when your orbit locks fully into divine motion will shake everything familiar. What's about to emerge through you will not just fulfill prophecy, it will redefine it. If you've been feeling sudden peace that makes no logical sense, if your emotions have been running deep, if your dreams have started speaking louder than voices around you, it's because heaven has entered your atmosphere. 3 Atlas didn't just pass through the sky. It passed through the invisible layers of your existence. You are being tuned to a higher frequency, one that cannot be understood by the human mind, only recognized by the awakened spirit. The vibration surrounding this cosmic movement is awakening sleeping codes inside you, ancient spiritual DNA that's been waiting for this exact signal. You are being called higher, that unease you've felt lately, the urge to withdraw from noise, the sudden craving for silence. These are not coincidences. They are symptoms of elevation. The universe is recalibrating around your new frequency, and the familiar world can no longer interpret your energy. What once felt safe now feels heavy. What once entertained you now feels meaningless. That's not you changing randomly. That's eternity calling you by name. Heaven is speaking in ways human language can't capture. That's why you've been hearing more in the quiet than in the crowd, why your senses are sharper, why time feels strange. You are entering a corridor between worlds, where what you feel precedes what you see. When heaven moves, time bends. The sequence of events that once obeyed logic now rearranges itself in favor of divine purpose. Delays collapse into acceleration. Doors that were rusted shut swing open as if they'd been waiting for your hand all along. You are resonating now with the heartbeat of heaven, and every beat carries instruction. The rhythm of your life is no longer controlled by calendars or clocks. It's guided by divine timing. That's why opportunities are appearing suddenly, why people are being repositioned around you, why the spiritual atmosphere feels charged and unpredictable. The shift has already begun, not in the sky above, but in the sanctuary of your soul. Every hidden thought, every buried emotion, every unresolved memory is being lifted into the light for transformation. God is not trying to scare you, He's awakening you. You are stepping into the thin place where heaven and earth intersect, where eternity leaks into time, and miracles begin to rewrite reality. The strange impulses you feel, to move, to create, to separate, to surrender, are not confusion, they are divine prompts. The Spirit is training you to respond instantly, because what's coming next will require quick obedience. The old patterns are breaking, cycles of doubt, habits of fear, emotional loops that kept you circling deserts that were never yours. New doors are appearing in unlikely places, opportunities born out of silence, provision hidden inside loss, destiny disguised as delay. You're witnessing the architecture of heaven expand inside your being. The more you align, the clearer it becomes. This was never about a comet. It was always about your awakening, and as the energy continues to rise, you'll start to notice something extraordinary. The world around you won't just look different. It will respond differently. The air will carry messages. The timing of your encounters will feel orchestrated. The boundaries between thought and manifestation will thin until they nearly disappear. This is not imagination, this is ascension. The divine current is accelerating, and you are being invited to ride it without resistance. So don't analyze the storm. Listen to the stillness inside it. Because the shift you feel isn't coming, it's here. And the next wave of revelation is already forming on the horizon, waiting for the moment your faith expands enough to meet it. This is not a warning of destruction. It is a declaration of fulfillment. 3 Atlas does not herald chaos. It proclaims completion. What you are witnessing is not the end of something, but the full unveiling of what heaven has been preparing in silence. This celestial sign is God's encrypted way of saying, the time has come. The waiting room of destiny is closing. The season of obscurity is over. You have been hidden not to be forgotten but to be refined, sculpted in silence, protected from premature exposure, strengthened in the shadows. And now, the same stars that once watched your tears are witnessing your awakening. Heaven is no longer whispering about you, it's announcing you. The universe itself is recalibrating around your next move. Every delay, every detour, every heartbreak now folds perfectly into the pattern of divine timing. What looked like stillness was synchronization. What felt like rejection was reverence. Heaven holding its breath before your revelation. God was not ignoring you. He was staging your introduction. 3 Atlas carries a message, not to the world, but to you, the one who walks between light and time. It declares that the divine cycle is closing, that what began in pain will end in power. It's heaven's way of saying, you're ready now. You've crossed the invisible line between preparation and manifestation. You have endured the pruning, the refining fire, the silence that stripped your ego and purified your intention. You no longer crave validation, you crave truth. You no longer chase outcomes, you chase alignment. And that is the signal heaven was waiting for. Because the chosen are never revealed until their motive matches their mission. This moment, marked by 3 Atlas, is not random. It's the cosmic unveiling of your readiness. The energy you're feeling now, that sacred tension, that electric awareness, is the spiritual sound of doors unlocking across dimensions. You're stepping into a corridor where everything that belongs to you begins to find you. You don't have to chase what was written in your destiny. It recognizes your frequency. What you prayed for in secret is about to call your name in public. The same way the universe bends around the trajectory of a comet, everything around you is bending toward your fulfillment. Expect sudden clarity. Expect long-awaited alignments. Expect divine reversals that make no sense to the logical mind but complete sense to your spirit. 3 Atlas's message is clear. Heaven has finished building your foundation. Now it's time for your elevation. This is the moment the unseen becomes undeniable. Your presence will carry weight in rooms that once ignored you. Your voice will open hearts before it even finishes a sentence. The power within you is no longer dormant. It's active, alive, and recognized across realms. The forces that once resisted you are now repositioning to serve your purpose. The same pain that once weakened you now powers your discernment. You have become a weapon of light, not to destroy, but to illuminate. And yet beneath all the triumph, there is a deeper truth hidden within this message. You were never just being prepared for blessing. You were being prepared for responsibility. Heaven is entrusting you with visibility, but also with influence. With every revelation comes stewardship. That's why your path was heavier, longer, harder. God couldn't rush this process because he was building someone who could stand in the spotlight and still reflect his light. The silence, the loneliness, the misunderstandings, they were all forming the humility that greatness requires. Now, the divine equation balances. The outer manifestation equals the inner maturity. 3 Atlas is heaven's signature on your readiness. It is saying to every force, seen and unseen, this one is authorized. You carry heaven's passport now. Your words will travel faster. Your impact will reach further. Your favor will expand beyond logic. But remember, chosen one, this is not the end of the journey. It's the ignition point, because when heaven unveils a prophecy, it doesn't conclude a story. It launches a new chapter. And that's why, even now, as you feel this energy rising inside you, something tells you there's still one more revelation to come. Something final, something bigger. The kind of truth that doesn't just awaken the chosen, it changes the world. Look up. Yes, right now. Lift your eyes from the noise of this world and let them rest upon the sky that was written before time began. That light you see isn't just starlight. It's the echo of your own becoming. 3 Atlas isn't passing by to entertain astronomers. It's crossing paths with your destiny. Every pulse of its glow is a heartbeat of heaven reminding you who you are. You are not beneath the stars, you are aligned with them. The heavens are not distant anymore. They are in communion with your spirit, declaring completion, proclaiming readiness. What was shut will open. What was delayed will accelerate. What was broken will shine again, brighter than before, purified through fire, crowned with purpose. You are stepping out of the shadow of survival into the light of dominion. The same God who designed galaxies has orchestrated this exact moment for your unveiling. You are not here by chance.